Some of the world's leading amusement parks and attractions. Designers gathered in Orlando in November.
Yes, we spoke to a few who called Florida home about their career path and how others can follow in their footsteps. Check this out.
We have been in business since 1977, really creating family entertainment. A dark ride, which is really what we do now, is a themed ride-through experience that you've probably experienced at many theme parks around the world. And we get to put those into parks like Six Flags and Legoland Florida and others across the globe. We started with animatronic characters in 1977, way back then, and now they're the stars of our show. But we do have a few animatronic shows locally in Jacksonville. You might have seen the Storytelling Owl in the children's section of the downtown library, the Johnson Brothers shows at the Ritz Museum in La Villa, Mosh. We did a big whale exhibit 20 years ago in Mosh, so you've maybe seen us here and there, but our projects are really outside of Jacksonville too. We know Disney and Universal can create incredible dark rides, but what about all the other parks in the world? We would like to put our experiences all over the world. Everybody should have a good family dark ride in their park.
I've loved theme parks ever since my grandparents took me to Disney, back when I was 10 years old. It was, riding the rides, all the classic rides, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, all the great ones. It was really important for me to try and get into this business. So animatronics have always been my forte. I love making something real out of nothing, out of like plastic and steel, and that's just always been amazing to me. So Sally is one of the leaders in the world, really, for doing that. So it was a perfect fit for me, really.
Wanted to design and build roller coasters since I was a kid. Eight is always the number that everybody tends to go for. And slowly found my way in. And so as a young kid growing up in Kentucky, with not a lot of money to go to college, so I left to go to the military, got out of the military, went to a tech school, kind of landed a job with a roller coaster company because I kept pushing the button.
Being an artist, they say you're always going to starve when you're an artist, the starving artist, right? But it's not true. So much of what something looks like drives how people purchase, And so, if you're an artist, you have any inkling of art abilities, it's something you should pursue. And for me, it was, animatronics, that type of stuff. But, I started at Sally really at the bottom of the rung. I mean, I was priming flats and painting things and then slowly worked my way up over the past 23 years, and now I'm chief creative officer, so yeah.
And we always say, once you work in this industry, you don't want to work for anything else. And my first summer job was actually when I was 15. I checked tickets in a German amusement park. I loved it. Always stayed connected. And you mentioned it. To me, it's today like a child in a candy store, and I just love my job.
Some advice for kids that want to build roller coasters, for instance, something to think about. There's more astronauts, U.S. astronauts, than there are roller coaster designers. So if this is something that you really, really want to do, you need to stay focused, and you need to just go to everything you can to try to get your face out there and become known to guys like me, right? And know the industry, know your history, because there's too many people that want this job that you're going to have to compete with, and you got to really stand out.